Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Kareem Kadri. If you want to know more about me, please watch the video titled About Kareem. Today, we're going to answer the question, is now a good time for home buyers? Now we are approaching December 2022. In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 reasons why now is a good time for home buyers. So is now a good time for home buyers to buy a home or not? First, we need to know our motive. Are we buying a property for investment purposes or to make a home and create memories? They are totally different, because the first one, in investment, it has to do with numbers, crunching numbers, analysis, and a lot of different stuff, which is a totally different subject. I'm going to do videos specifically about this topic. Now, for today's topic, we're talking about home buyers. Both motives could combine, but you have to have what's the motive for buying, because sometimes they might contradict. Let's take an example. A student who just finished high school, applying for universities. The student need to figure out, is the program the priority or the goal, or where to study the goal. This student applied for computer science at University of Waterloo. Didn't get accepted, but got accepted for computer science in another university and offered a place in another program at University of Waterloo. Which should be the choice? It depends on what's the goal, to study computer science or to be in University of Waterloo. If they combine, great, but initially you have to have one goal. So if the goal is to buy a home, meaning creating family, having a life, build memories, that's a totally different goal. Is now a good time for that? Yes, it is. I'm going to show you 5 reasons why now is a good time to pursue a home. First reason why it's a good time to buy a home is market chasing. You should never chase the market, because when you chase the market, is a never-ending loop that would never end. Chasing the market meaning that at any point of time when you buy a property, there's always a probability that that price might go lower down the road. Even if it's a slim probability, the probability exists. So if you keep fixating on that, you might never purchase. Secondly, when you see a property, you need to picture yourself. Can you live in that house? Are you appreciating living there or not? There's always the probability that you might find a better property, a better alternative down the road, but you'll keep chasing it. So never chase the market. Second factor, taking into consideration timing the market. It's been proven that nobody could precisely time the market. All the investment gurus and investment managers who achieved very well in their career have always preached that. Let's look at their quotes. Now, after seeing their quotes, we know that it's hard to time the market, meaning that we could predict the direction of the market, but knowing exactly where is the turning point, it's quite impossible to do that. Now, please refer back to my video about predicting the housing market, in which we've analyzed numbers, indications, economic indicators to know what are they telling us. We found out that they are telling us that on the short term, we're in sort of a balanced market with tendency of a little bit of downward pricing. However, we don't know how long this might take, or if it's going to take place at all, the drop in prices. But we've seen that on the long run, they're going up. So there's going to be a turning point. Should we wait to point out this turning point? It's quite impossible. Right now is a good time. Don't wait to time the market, because it's mission impossible. That was the second factor. Third factor, which is as important, financially, it's had been shown that you're always making good money on the long term when you buy a property, buy a home. Let's take the current market situation, for instance. Supposedly, and most predictions are, prices are going to go up on the long run, and that has been the case always. However, even if you're pessimistic and you think prices might keep on going down for a lengthy period, let's take this consideration. Now, there's an example of a real property. The worth of the property right now is $970,000. The rental rate for this property is $2,750 per month. I did the calculations, took into consideration the current mortgage rates, all costs involved with owning the house, such as mortgage expenses, maintenance, property taxes, everything. I did the analysis, and I find out that even after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you're always better off buying than renting. Even if the prices stayed as is, prices increased by 10% annually, 20% annually, or if you're pessimistic, dropped by 10% annually, dropped even by 20% annually, which is going to be a huge crash, right? Let's see the numbers together. Now, these are where the results. If you want to know the exact calculations, I'm preparing a video about that to compare between buying and leasing, in which I'm going to walk you through the calculation for that. So by that, we've covered 3 factors so far. The fourth factor is a sentimental factor. I want you to imagine for a minute, tomorrow you're moving into your own home with your family. How would that feel? The sense of ownership. It's yours. You're not afraid, the guaranteed, you're not afraid of what the landlord might come tomorrow and say, is he trying to push me out of my house? I'm entitled to do whatever I want. I can paint the wall. I can decorate as I wish. It's yours, the sense of ownership. And this is, you can never put a price tag on that. So this is the fourth factor. The fifth and last but not least factor. Nowadays in the market, we're in a balanced market. We're not in a seller's market anymore, as we used to the last couple of years, or even longer than that, and where we're expecting to heading in the future. So being in a market where there's less competition for buyers, that's very beneficial. You might have better opportunities. You have the power to negotiate. You have a normalcy where you can put some conditions, do inspections, do whatever you like. So it's a good time for buyers. So these were the 5 factors. One of the concerns is interest rates. If interest rate might go down, why don't I wait and get my mortgage at a lower interest rate? It's a valid concern. However, why should you wait? Get your house now. Don't lose all the benefits that we've talked about. And you could always refinance once the interest rates get lower. Let's summarize them. First one, don't chase the market. It's never an ending loop. Second one, you can never time the market, so don't try to. Third one, financially, you're always better off buying than renting, because you're going to need a place to live in anywhere, regardless of the market conditions. The fourth one, the sense of ownership is precious. The fifth and last one is, now is a good time because there's less competition. So given those 5 factors, yes, now is a good time to buy. As a matter of fact, it's always is. The only thing is, can you afford to buy or not? As long as you can afford to buy, there is nothing compared to that. Because you're buying a home, you're not looking for investment. Thank you for watching this video. Please keep on following my channel, because I'm going to be posting other videos that might be of interest to you, such as the difference between buying and leasing. Also, I'll start posting some properties. Who knows, maybe one of those properties could be your future home. Before I leave you, I want you to keep one thought on your mind, which is your motive for buying a home is having your own place, creating memories, making a life. Nothing, you can never put a price tag to that. It's not an investment decision. However, you're always, from an investment point or financial point, you're always right to buy. Thank you very much. Until my next video, stay safe.